So it's October 31st. It's October 31st. You know what that means. It's Haberdasher Day. Haberdasher Day. Why? Because Michael Landon was born Forest Hills, Queens, New York City, October 31st, 1936. What else happened on October 31st? Well, Nevada became a state. Nevada became a state because of who? Abraham Lincoln. It's called the Battle-Born State. Why? Because it was born during the Civil War. The Confederates didn't want Nevada to exist. They didn't want to have to deal with another state of the United States of America, but Nevada became a state anyways. During the Civil War, there's 3 states became states during the Civil War. It was West Virginia, Nevada, and was it Kansas? Nevada became the 36th U.S. state. 1864, October 31st, the first governor, Henry Blaisdell. Henry Blaisdell. This is 1 week before Election Day. So the battle-born state of Nevada was born. Michael Landon was born. What else happened on October 31st? Oh, the Protestant Reformation. Just the Protestant Reformation. Martin Luther is going to nail his 95 Thesis on the Castle Church in Wittenberg, 1517, October 31st, 1517. The Protestant Reformation has begun. Dear Catholic Church, I have 95 problems with you, and I'm going to nail these problems to the church. If you would care to address them, I would be greatly appreciated. Sincerely, Martin Luther. What else happened October 31st? 1968, LBJ stops bombing Vietnam. It's just a few days before Election Day, so even though the Hubert Humphrey, he didn't say he was going to get out of Vietnam. He didn't distance himself away from his predecessor, just like Kamala said that Joe Biden couldn't do no wrong. Joe Biden couldn't do no wrong. LBJ couldn't do no wrong. But it shows you elections have power, because just a few days before the election, LBJ is going to try to pull a fast one. Well, we'll stop bombing for a couple of days before Election Day, because we can't keep reminding people that we keep, murdering a bunch of Vietnamese. 4 million Vietnamese were killed. People want to talk about Hanoi Jane. She is not the Viet Cong. She's also not an imperialist. Fucking goddamn murder a bunch of innocent people because of their economic system kind of person. So that happened October 31st, 1968. What else is going on? Well, shit, we're going to have a death. Eleanor, Queen of Castile, she dies. 12/14, October 31st. Eleanor, Queen of Castile, dies. Who else died? Well, we got this other guy, John VIII, Palaeologos, Byzantine Emperor. The Byzantine Emperor with this gigantic hat, this gigantic crown. 1448, October 31st. The Byzantine Empire dies. The Byzantine Emperor dies. And then what about this? Cosimo Medici. Cosimo Medici, the Grand Duke of Tuscany. He's going to die as well. 1723. No, not Cosimo de Medici the Third. Not Cosimo Medici the Third. Let's get a close-up of him. Oh my God, holy shit. Let's see here. Rob Schneider. This is, not a very, people say, I keep thinking about this one joke where they keep saying dollars is doll hairs. And he just kind of looks blankly, and then he goes, oh, I get it. It's funny. But let's get to something else, okay? Rob Schneider, he was the one who was making copies on Saturday Night Live. The hot chick, fucking hilarious. The hot chick is a funny-ass motherfucking movie. It's not just a movie, it's a movie. Because it's so goddamn hilarious. He's a hot chick. He's a guy dressed up as a hot chick. He's a hot chick who looks like a guy. And so that's Rob Schneider, right? So he's got the guy's body, but he's still... It's just funny. It's just a funny goddamn motherfucking movie. So he was born today. That happened, October 31st. I don't care for his politics. But Rob Schneider was born on October 31st, so he's a young 842. Mount Rushmore. It's going to get finished on October 31st, 1941, October 31st. Just in time for World War II to begin. Who do we got here? Teddy Roosevelt? Who do we got here? Thomas Jefferson? Who do we got here? Abraham Lincoln and George Washington? Mount Rushmore! We got Mount Rushmore! Mount Rushmore! There is some talk about it being like the Black Hills or some shit. But it's an incredible feat. Could you do that? Could you go up a damn mountain and carve people's faces? I mean, you got the likeness. I can tell that's George Washington, that's Thomas Jefferson, that's Teddy Roosevelt, that's Abraham Lincoln. Carved Abraham Lincoln's face out of the side of a mountain. It's pretty remarkable shit. What else happened on October 31st? 1967 in Dallas, Texas. Well, guess what? Ice, Ice Baby. Bow, 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 bow. He's born. Vanilla Ice was born 1967. My God, he is fucking old as shit. 33 plus 25. So that means he's like 58. 23 plus, what is it? That's just old as shit. 33 plus 25 is 58, right? So Vanilla Ice is 58 years old. Rap music didn't hit mainstream white America until MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice. MC Hammer's Can't Touch This, Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby. With Ice Ice Baby, you're going to have mainstream. MAP is going to hit America's mainstream. But, rap had actually been around for quite some time. Was it DJ Kool Herc and the gang and some other shit? This Tupac. Tupac had already debuted prior to Vanilla Ice. Alright, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. Holding me tightly. We'll never stop. No, y'all. And I glow. To the extreme, I'm like a mic, like a vandal. Light up a stage and like a chump, like a candle. Dance. The chumps acting up because they full of 8-ball. Gunshots ring out like a bell. I grabbed my 9, all I heard was shells falling on the concrete real fast. Jumped in the car, jumped on the gas. A bump and a bump, the avenue's packed. Police were on the scene, you know what I mean? If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Hit the hook while my DJ revolves it. Ice, ice, baby, too cold. Ice, ice, baby, too cold. So there you go. You're like, man, I need to hear somebody just sing Ice, Ice, Baby in the worst way possible. There you go. You're welcome. 1692. You had the famed archaeologist Anne Claude de Caylus. His first name is Anne. It's a guy. I know. October 31st, 1692. Anne Claude de Caylus, archaeologist, is born. What did he do? I don't know. Something to do with hieroglyphics or something. He had, some paintings and artwork, and he had like a little thing, the Sphinx. He had it's in the Louvre, so some of the shit that he had was like in the Louvre. We'll never be royal. So Anne Claude de Caylus, archaeologist, was born. What else is going on? Oh shit. Don't tell me you don't know about the Mount Joy prison helicopter escape. The IRA. 3 IRA guys escape out of the goddamn prison in one of the most incredible goddamn prison breaks ever. They're going to have one guy is going to go ahead and take the helicopter. They're going to take the helicopter And I think they stole that, so the helicopter's stolen, lands in the prison yard. They think it's the Secretary of Defense, the Secretary of War just, showed up out of nowhere. But then eventually they find out that it's a prisoner escape, and then chaos breaks loose. Eventually, one guy's able to get in, another guy's hanging on. Then they're able to take the helicopter and get 3 IRA members of the IRA. The Irish Revolutionary A. The Irish Revolutionary A. What is A? But the IRA, you weren't even allowed to say, long live the IRA. Jackson Hinkle said, long live the IRA, and it freaked out those weird motherfucking conservative fucks. The old fucker where he's like, hey, no, just, you quiet, you shut your mouth, you beautiful, beautiful man, you shut your mouth and do as I say. The Soyuz TM-31 is going to blast off into space. This happened in the 2000, in literally 2000, October 31st, 2000, the Soyuz TM-31 carries the first crew to the International Space Station, and the International Space Station has been crewed up ever since. Ever since the Soyuz TM-31 went up there. So there you go, the International Space Station. It's been crewed, it's been manned. I want to say this is the rocket that launched these astronauts into the damn sky. Here's them taking the damn rocket to the rocket launching. Here is the Soyuz TM-31 blasting off into space. The Leiden University Library is going to open. The Leiden University Library is going to open. Libraries are pretty important. When you say so, libraries are, everybody could probably have this, when this opened, this is in the Netherlands. The Leiden University Library is going to open October 31st, 1587. 1587, can you imagine? 1587, way back then? So the Leiden University Library is going to open. Let's see some of these pictures of the Leiden University Library. Just a plain old library to begin with, but now let's look at it. Look at this cool-ass little stairwell. Look at all these windows that they got. I even like that very first picture where it just looks like the computer lab. What are these, like little pods you could step on to get to the top shelves or some shit? I don't know, but here you have the computer lab. It's, circled around this glass encase. You got a tree. They got a tree right in the middle of the goddamn building, and you could just, go to the computer lab and look at a tree while you're surfing the internet. Here's a nice little, it looks like the front desk. Here's, a bunch of bibliotecas. It's exciting, is it not? Is it not exciting? Look at that goddamn motherfucking library, the Leiden University Library, Here's that one picture in color. In color. So it looks like a bunch of pilgrims. Why? Because a lot of pilgrims were Dutch. They came from the Netherlands. 1587, October 31st, the Leiden University Library opens. It's exciting shit. But oh no, guess what? October 31st, 802, Empress Irene is going to be deposed of. Empress Irene is going to be deposed of. And then she's going to be exiled to Lesbos, and then she's going to die in the island of Lesbos. So they're going to kick her off her damn throne, and then that happened. October 31st, 802, she's going to die in 803. So she's going to die shortly thereafter. Why? What happened? October 802, officers led by the Minister of Finance, Nike Foros, deposed Irene. They were motivated both by Irene's financial laxity and benevolent tax policy, as well as by the implications of a marriage alliance with the Franks. October 31st, Nike Foros was crowned Nike Foros I by Patriarch Tarasios of Constantinople and the Hagia Sophia. Irene was initially exiled to the nearby island of Principe, but was suspected of plotting with Aetios and was banished to Lesbos. where she supported herself by spinning wool. She died in Lesbos the following year on August 9th, 803. Her remains were later moved to the Church of the Holy Apostles in Constantinople. So R.I.P. to Empress Irene. Andrew Fastow. Who is Andrew Fastow? Oh, he's just the main fucking guy. He's the main fucking guy with the Enron scandal. Enron CFO. He's going to get 78 count indictment by a Houston federal grand jury. How many crimes did Andrew Fastow? How many crimes did Andrew Fastow commit? Oh, just 78 counts. Just 78 counts of what, felonies? 78 fucking count indictment? That is a huge indictment. Hey, how many crimes did Andrew Fastow commit? Oh, just 78 counts. Holy fucking shit. Enron's going to go down. And then this kind of ties into something else, right? Enron goes down, and then they pass this Sarbanes-Oxley Act of 2002 because of WorldCom. WorldCom and Enron goes down. And then some poor fisherman is going to get fucked over because of the Sarbanes-Oxley Act. There was a law that was passed, this U.S. Code 1519. Says that whoever knowingly alters, destroys, mutilates, conceals, covers up, falsifies, or makes a false entry in any record, document, or tangible object with the intent to impede, obstruct, or influence the investigation or proper administration of any matter within the jurisdiction of any department or agency of the United States, or any case filed under Title 11 or in relation to or contemplation of any such matter or case shall be found under this title, in prison not more than 20 years, or both. Andrew Fastow. It's kind of crazy how quickly people forget about these major white-collar criminals. But that's who the bad guy in Enron, the Enron scandal, was, Andrew Fastow. So he got indicted on October 31st, 2002. We got three more here, almost finished, guys. Hallie Caroli. You got the Aster Revolution. And why do we call it the Aster Revolution? Because they picked the Aster flower as their symbol. And this is going to be a revolution by Hungary. Hungary and Austria-Hungary split. Hungary gets full sovereignty. It's not the Austrian-Hungary Empire anymore. It's not the Austrian-Hungarian. It's just Hungary. Austria is to itself. Hungary is to itself. And while these names are hard to pronounce, this is the bad guy, Istvan Tisza. So Tisza is the bad guy. He's going to get assassinated, and then this guy is going to get elevated. But he was only elevated for a day, and then somebody else got elevated. I don't know. It gets a little dicey. But it all happened on October 31st, 1918. So the Aster Revolution was victorious. We have Hungary as a republic. Long live the Republic, right? Isn't that what Americans who secretly like Republicans over Democrats, isn't that what they say? This ain't a democracy, it's a republic. And long live the Republic, but we got 900 military bases. That makes us an empire, which means we're not a republic since we're an empire. I don't care. I like saying we're a republic, because fuck democracy and fuck the people. Well, that goes against the spirit of a republic, you piece of shit. Get the hell out of my goddamn tent. You recording this from a tent? Yep. In the center of the sun. What are you trying to tell me right now? Let's move on. But Hallie Caroli. This is one of the good guys. So yay to Hallie. Boo to Istvan. Oh, Istvan Tisza. Istvan Tisza. I'm going with Hallie Caroli. Because why? Well, he picked the Aster flower. The Aster Revolution was successful. Hungary is now its own nation state. Say hello to the beautiful Aster seed mix. Make sure you get your Aster Mead 6, your Aster mix seed shortly. And that's October 31st. That's October 31st. So what should we do? Well, we should all read about Christ. Just pick up your Bible and do some Bible readings. You don't even know what Christ said. You can't do as Christ told you to do if you never read anything Christ has ever said. Protestants believe that you're allowed to read the Bible for yourself and understand the words of Christ by yourself. That's actually more powerful. It's more powerful to read the Bible and to read the words of Christ for yourself than to just, for one thing, the Catholics believe that you're supposed to call the priest Father. They very much believe in hierarchy. But Jesus says you're not supposed to call Father. You're not supposed to call anybody on this planet Father. The only Father is the one that's in heaven. So your Father isn't your Father. The priest isn't a father. The bishop and the goddamn Pope isn't a father. The only Father is the Father that's up in heaven. So why are we calling goddamn, our fathers and the priest? They're trying to take the whole hierarchy. They're trying to say they're your father. So therefore they're just trying to take the authority just to take the fucking authority. So, to honor the Protestant Reformation, read your Bibles. Jesus said a lot of fucking incredible shit. He says to cast the first stone. He who is without sin cast the first stone. They were going to stone this woman for adultery. And he just, got down on the ground and started writing some stuff in the sand and said, he who is without sin cast the first stone. And then he started, doodling some more. Then one by one, everybody left. And then he says, sin no more. He saved her life. He saved her life. He says to go through the little gate. The first will be last. The last will be first. He says, always be prepared for the end times. Always be prepared for the end times. For when the end times come, immediately go. Go to the mountains. Immediately. Half the people are going to die. Half the people, whoever's doing the damn the wool. 2 guys in a field. 1 guy will die. 2 women are sewing t-shirts and clothing together and shit. 1 will live, 1 will die. So when the end times come, just fucking go. Don't even go back into the house to get whatever you need to get. Just go, go, go. Jesus says to be prepared. He says to turn the other cheek. He says to love your enemy. The last will be first, the first will be last. He says, that which you do to the least of my brethren, you do unto me. That's just some of his quotables. How can you do as Jesus commanded when you don't even know Jesus' philosophy? You can't. So if somebody pretends that they're a Christian and they don't know shit about Jesus or anything that Jesus has ever said, don't fucking believe their Christianity, because their Christianity is bullshit. Jesus was revolutionary. Jesus says, love your neighbor as yourself. Love God with all your heart and love your neighbor as yourself. The golden rule, treat others as you want to be treated. That shit's logical. That shit is logical. There's a lot of wisdom with the things that Jesus confronted authority. He didn't say just blindly obey authority. He confronted the Pharisees and the Sadducees. John Candy. What happened to John Candy? John Candy, Uncle Buck? How come I don't have John Candy up here? What happened to John Candy? Let's get John Candy. Because it's his birthday. John Candy's birthday. He was in Home Alone. He was the voice of Uncle Buck. The voice. He played Uncle Buck. Let's see here. Oh, there's that movie with, the thing about Star Trek or Star Wars they're making fun of. He died March 4th, 1994. So John Candy's been dead for nearly 30 years now. But he was born on this day. He was born on October 31st. I don't know what year. But let's all remember John Candy. He was big and plump. Oh, Wagons East. Wagons East was his final movie. Good movie. Good motherfucking movie. I think he died actually in the middle of making that movie. And so they had to make it without him. They had to finish it without him. He was the star. He was the main guy. A little too fat. Could have, lost a little bit of weight. But he was fun. He was funny. He was funny. The Hidden Truth of John Candy. What is this article about? Oh my God, are they going to contradict me? Well, we'll take a look at that afterwards. But Macaulay Culkin says actually John Candy was the first one to kind of say, man, your dad's kind of an asshole, isn't he? And then Macaulay Culkin is going to be emancipated. So he was sitting there saying, Macaulay Culkin says it was John Candy that actually saw that his father was a monster.